Issue number 15 of the Mighty Morphin comic by Boom Studios begins over 10,000 years ago with Zordon leading his troops against a new army of putties. Every world Eltar reveals themselves to now suddenly gets attacked. And these putties are evidently not Reiters. That's because these are Lord Zedds, marking the first time Zordon sees Zofram in his current form. Zedd makes a reference to a previous event he should have no knowledge about, which surprises Zordon. Obviously, Zofram in his old form was present for that. Zartus tells Zordon that Lord Zedd is trying to trick him, so the Eltarians go on the offensive against Zedd. As Zordon approaches Zedd, we then cut back to the present where the same is happening on the moon. Now, the reason why Zedd is still fighting Zordon is because his hatred stems from the Zeo Crystal incident. He thinks Zordon sabotaged the Zeo Crystal in an attempt to murder Zofram. So all this time Lord Zedd thought Zordon sabotaged the crystal and didn't think it was Artus's doing. But of course we already knew that from several issues ago now. So while that's happening on the moon, some of the Zords are fighting the Empyreals at the former site of Promethea. The Rangers are down by an Omega Zord, so Zack summons his. And so we have all 4 Omega Zords together again. The Zords split up, with the Dragon Zord taking on one Imperial in the water, the Tiger Zord takes on another on land. The Omega Zords take the battle into space. I think it's kind of cool that each type of Zord is fighting where they are the strongest. The core 5 Mighty Morphin Power Rangers weren't doing anything for some reason. So then they summon their Thunder Zords. And again we jump back to the moon with Zedd and Zordon duking it out. So to summarise the situation, Zedd is still angry at Zordon because he thinks Zordon tried to kill him as Zofram. Zordon tries to tell Zedd that this was Zartus' doing. However, Zedd thinks that Zordon is lying. And the reason why Zedd can't see this is because Zartus was the one who pulled Zofram's body out from the rubble on the moon, where they're standing now, after Zofram destroyed all life there when he touched the Zeo Crystal. Zordon puts the question to Zedd as to why Zartus let Zedd live. Is it because Zartus cared about Zofram, or was it because even though he failed to kill him, he knows how to use Zedd as a monster? Back on Earth, the Sentry Force 4 are not sure what they should do. They are split in their opinions. They thought they were on Earth to bring it into the Eltarian Empire, not to destroy it. But they also think that Earth is beneath them and it doesn't matter if it's wiped out or not. Zelia asks Zeta to step aside if he truly serves Eltar. However, Zeta tells Zelia that he cannot move aside. Grace then emerges from the shadows and uses Psycho Green's dagger to destroy the Celestial Shard in Zartus' hand. That frees the Empyreals from the crystal's bond. That means the Empyreals can now do whatever they want. They therefore decide to destroy the Rangers, renew every planet, and as appreciation for resurrecting the Empyreals, Eltar will be renewed last. So basically, what's happened here is, Grace has not just doomed this world, she's doomed the entire universe. The Zord battles continue and there's some discrepancy between the power the Empyreals hold compared to their earlier appearances. They were so powerful before. Why are the Rangers able to hold them off now? You'd think the Empyreals are even stronger now that Zartus isn't controlling them. Anyway, Matt and Tommy actually team up for once. So we see the Dragon Zord combined with the Tiger Zord to create the White Tiger Dragon Zord. It looks good, but it looks like something out of a fan fiction or fan art, and I wonder if such a configuration would even work in reality. Back on the moon, Zedd is still fighting Zordon. While they're battling it out, this lets Zartus sneak in right under their noses. As he descends the staircase, he says he always has a backup plan, and there's one crystal left. Overall, it was quite entertaining to see everything happen the way it did. I'm now very interested to see what Zartus plans to do with that last shard of crystal, and what the Empyreals are going to do next.